Okay, welcome to the video on calculating income hourly wage. You can follow along on page 10 of your apprenticeship and workplace workbook. To begin, Rachel earns $12.45 per hour as a cashier at a grocery store. At last, it looks like there's a typo there. Last week, she worked 35 hours. So what we want to know is what was Rachel's gross income for the week. Okay, so this is a rate problem. What we have is we have a rate of $12.45 per hour. So I can write that as $12.45 per hour. And what I want to do is I want to multiply that by the 35 hours that were worked. And what's going to happen is these h's will cancel out, and we are going to get the units that we want here, which are dollars. So 12.45 times 35 is $435.75. $435.75. And this is the gross income. So this is before any taxes, deductions, anything like that. Okay, so let's do another example here. We have Denzel, and he works at a tire manufacturing plant and earns $10.20 an hour on day shifts. When he works the evening or night shift, he earns a shift premium of $1.15 an hour. So what is this shift premium? Let's just stop there for a second. A shift premium, and if you look on in your workbook on page 10, it says an additional amount of money for working outside of regular workday hours or on weekends. Okay, so you're getting paid a little bit extra. So this shift premium, this $1.50 an hour, is on top of the $10.20 an hour for the day shift. So last month he worked 80 hours on a day shift, 40 hours on evenings, and 40 hours on nights. And we want to know what was his gross income for the month. So we're going to have to break this problem up. Let's start with the day shift. What did Denzel make in day shifts? Okay, well, on day shifts, we know that he worked 80 hours. So we have the 80 hours that he worked times his day rate of $10.20 per hour. So what do we get there? So we're going to pull out our calculator here. We're going to take 80 times 1020, and that is $816. Okay, so that is what he made in the month just on his day shifts. So let's look at these evenings and nights. So he works 40 hours on evenings, 40 hours on the nights, and here's where he gets the shift premium. He gets them for evening or night shifts. So the first thing we need to do is we need to say, well, how much is his hourly wage with the shift premium? So, so we have the hourly wage for evenings or nights. And that is going to be his $10.20 an hour plus his shift premium of $1.15 an hour. So when I add those two together, I'm going to get $11.35 an hour. So he gets paid a little bit more to work evenings and nights. So we can now break this up and we can say, well, look, he in evening shifts worked how many hours? He worked 40 hours on the evenings. So I can say that he worked 40 hours at a rate of $11.35 per hour. And when I plug that into my calculator, oops, we have 40 times 1135, $454. Okay, and we have the same thing for night shifts. So for my night shifts, we know that he also worked 40 hours, and here it's at the same rate of 11.35 an hour, and we're going to get the same number here. We're going to get $454. So are we done? Well, not quite, because we want to know how much did he make that month. Well, he made $816, but he also made $454. So this is what he made for his day shifts. He made these for his evening shifts, and he made these for his night shifts. So his gross income for the month is the sum of his day shifts, his evening shifts, and his night shifts. So his gross income for the month is going to be $816 plus $454 plus $454. And when we add that up in the calculator, we have 816 plus 454 plus 454, $1,724. So Denzel's gross income for the month was $1,724.